I get a surprisingly large amount of requests on how to actually bake procedural images to an image file. And it's actually really simple if you know how. So to begin with, let's start with your model. Now there's a couple of prerequisites for your model. It needs to be unwrapped. You can't just assign the texture to the face and be good. You need to have an unwrapped image, and you can make sure that it's unwrapped correctly in your UV editing. If not, select the faces and then Smart UV project. This isn't a tutorial on how to unwrap stuff. There are more steps to unwrapping, but generally speaking, that will give you a reasonable result that will work. So come over to your shading tab. Now here we can see that I've got my material 1, my material 2. I've assigned these to different faces. I just click on a face, I hit assign, click on a face, hit assign, and it just switches the materials to whatever I need it to. Okay, so we can see here, got the different setups. The setups are not important. You make your material the way that you want to make your material. So there's a couple of steps you need to do here. So we go Shift A, texture, image texture. And what we'll do, press new, and maybe call this baked. The new image, and so that shows baked in there. And we do the same on material 2, texture, image texture. We just take this little drop down, press baked there. And then that's it, pretty straightforward. Next step, render tab. So what we want to have this on is change this to diffuse and uncheck these two boxes here, direct and indirect. And this just bakes the color purely. It doesn't take into account any of the reflections or bounced light or anything like that. It's just the pure color. This is the way that you get the actual generated procedural texture to the image. Now, one last check before we do anything. Just come back to the materials and go to material 1 and make sure that this node is selected. So you can see that it's selected by the white border. Just click on that to select it and do the same for material 2 to make sure that both those slots are selected there. And then we come across to render. And it's important to note you need to have this in cycles. If you don't have it in cycles, you won't get these bake options. And then all we do is we press bake. And as we can see over here, it's baked both of those procedural textures to one image file or an image slot. So then what we do is we come across this little menu up here and we come to image and then we save it. And what that'll do is allow you to save that to an external file. Because if you don't save it to an external file, what will happen is that when you come out of Blender, even if you save the file, even if you save the blend file and come to work on it later, this will be deleted. So you need to make sure that you're actually saving that to an external file. Or what you can do is you can click pack and then it will save it within the blend file. So that's it. That is the long and short of basic baking of images, of procedural images to a texture file. I hope that helped. If it did, drop me a like, comment, subscribe, or hype. That's a new thing, isn't it? Hype. If you've got a hype, give us a hype. This is that's a new feature. Yeah. Okay. Right. Bye.